Thank you. All right, next matter I have on calendar is Angela Baragos.
Hello.
Good morning, ma'am.
Hello.
All right, how do I pronounce your last name?
Bagaros.
Bagaros, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Ms. Bagaros, were you in the courtroom when the video containing your rights was played this morning?
I was.
Did you understand the rights in that video as well as the maximum penalties associated with misdemeanors?
I did.
And did you have sufficient time to speak with your lawyer?
I did.
Looks like we're here for sentencing on a case in 24 CR 00545. You were charged with a crime of simple battery alleged to have occurred on January 16th of this year. And you pled no contest to that yesterday. We set the matter over for sentencing in order to allow the city to contact the victim to see if the victim wished to appear here this morning. Ms. Schuman?
Your Honor, we have made attempts to get a hold of the victim and have been unsuccessful. We're prepared to move forward today.
Thank you. Why don't we go ahead and move forward with sentencing, and you're welcome to place anything on record you'd like. Thank you.
Your Honor, we're requesting 30 days active jail time. This is a pretty severe case. It looks like the defendant was at the cemetery after hours with the co-defendant. They were told by the staff, who's the victim in this case, James Flukiger, to leave because it was after hours. They refused to leave. The co-defendant punched him in the eye, knocking him backwards. The victim attempted to detain him. Then this defendant tried to hit him in the head with a bottle of vodka. She struck him in the arm, causing a small bruise and redness to the forearm. This is completely unacceptable behavior. This victim is just doing his job. And so it warrants active jail time.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Schuman. Mr. Puentes, what would you like to offer?
Yeah, and this is a classic case where one lawyer can't handle both. There's different levels of culpability. And I don't represent the co-defendant, but I think a lot of what you just heard is violence coming from the co-defendant and my client going to the aid of her significant other when he was tussling with the employee. I agree it's completely uncalled for, but I also think it's worthy of a suspended sentence. We're asking Your Honor to consider a suspended sentence. She's been in for about 3 days. She has started a job lead process with FedEx. But she thinks she's going to be hired by FedEx if we can get her out. She'd be willing to abide by any other conditions of a suspended sentence.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Puentes. Ms. Bagaros, is there anything you would like to say before I sentence you? You're not required to say anything, but you are welcome to at this point.
I'm just concerned with my pending employment and my schooling. So I was more apt to doing a suspended sentence.
All right. Thank you. One thing I noticed is absence of contrition or apology, but here's what I have here. I am looking at your criminal run. In 2020, I show a contempt of court on file. In 2019, I show a domestic battery arrest with no dispo. In 2015, I show another contempt of court on file with looks like Reno Justice Court. And then a 2015 theft charge. It's neither here nor there to the court. But the problem is I have issues with contempt of court showing or reflecting on the criminal history. So a suspended sentence in and of itself, I don't think is the appropriate measure of relief in this case. Furthermore, I have reviewed this case this morning and aligned my thoughts with the prosecutor in this case that there were two aggressors. There were two things happening in this case, but Ms. Bagaros did her participated in this in a violent way, as did Mr. Flukiger. Mr. Flukiger certainly started the aggression, but Ms. Bagaros came up with that bottle of vodka, and had the victim not protected himself or attempted to protect himself, he may have had a gash to his head, and this could have been a felony or much more serious. I think that jail time is appropriate in this case. The sentence is going to be as follows: 120 days in the Washoe County Jail. You will obey all laws. You will consume no alcohol or drugs without a prescription. I think alcohol was part of what happened in this case. You will stay away from this cemetery at, let's see where this is. Stay away from 437 Stoker Avenue. You are not permitted to go there, and you will have no contact with one Jeffrey Thomas. Finally, you will serve 30 days Washoe County Jail up front. That's based on the level of violence in this case. Thank you.
Your Honor, victim's name is Flukiger.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had those backwards. Flugiger. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Mr. Thomas was the other co-defendant in this case. Thank you.
Judge, how long is the suspended sentence?
2 years.
2 years, got it. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Next matter I have is Gabriel Carroll's.
Enrolled in Medicaid?
Yes.
And one of your children has asthma, is that correct?
Yes.
And does he require more care for his asthma than normal?
Yes.
Okay. And so we've calculated if you carry medical through the state's requesting medical support of $675 per month and child support of $1,320 per month. Are you in agreement with those amounts, Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Okay. Has there been any family violence in the last 2 years between you and Mr. McGee?
Yes, August the 16th, 2023 at 4 p.m. at the racetrack. He was arranged with me banging on my window. I myself personally called the police, and other people at the gas station called the police.
Okay, so he was banging on your window out at a gas station?
Yes.
And what caused him to start banging on your window?
Because he doesn't like the stepfather.
Did you say the stepfather?
Yes, he don't like the stepfather.
Okay. And when the police came out, did they arrest him?
No, because he was already gone.
Okay. Is there a pending court date in regards to that incident?
I was just notified that he have to be at court February. I'm not for sure on the exact date in February.
And do you know if that's in relation to the police report you made in August?
I'm pretty sure it is because whoever got back on the phone had told me it was related to the case.
Okay. And do you have a protective order currently against Mr. McGee?
No, it's just the family violence.
Okay. And besides that incident in August, have there been other instances of family violence between you two?
No.
Okay. Are you requesting that your address and your information be marked as confidential in the court order?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to tell the court about your case today?
No, ma'am.
I'll pass the witness. The state calls the father. Sir, will you state your name?
Alvin McGee.
Okay. And Mr. McGee, in 2019, the order did not set any child support because you and Miss Williams were splitting possession of the children. Are you still splitting possession?
Well, I'm doing everything for the kids. Insurance, everything.
Who are they primarily living with?
Well, they living with her right now because she's in the shelter.
Okay. And in the past year or so, who have they been living with primarily?
Yes, with her, because I work just about every day.
Okay. And do you make a salary of $7,500 per month before any deductions?
Yes, because I have my own 18-wheeler.
Okay. And do you have any other children?
I have 2 older kids. They deceased now over the last 3 years.
Okay. So currently the only 2 children you have right now are with Miss Williams.
Yes.
Okay. And the 2019 order also ordered you to enroll the children in health insurance. Did you do that?
Yes, they've been on insurance through me since they was born. Since I got on child support the first time. Sorry.
With your job right now, are you self-employed or do you work for a company?
Yes, I work for the company. Rent the truck from the company.
And so do they offer insurance coverage?
Yes, I have a APL. They've been on insurance since I've been at this job.
And what is a
And,
APL?
and APL, that's American, American Life Insurance.
Is that
Yes,
also
I'm sorry, American Public Life.
okay?
And they was on this same insurance even when I got off child support.
And is that insurance offered through your employer, or is that something you got through the marketplace?
It's something I got on operator insurance.
And does it provide health coverage?
Everything, life insurance, everything.
And did you give a copy of the card to Miss Williams so she can use it at the doctor's office?
Yes.
And do you know why she's saying it doesn't work?
Well, the thing is, every time they go to the hospital, they mail me out the statement. So I know each time they go to the hospital.
Okay. And how much are you paying for this insurance?
In all, I pay $172 a week.
Okay. And are you requesting that the order continue to show that you're carrying insurance versus mother carrying it through the government?
Yes, I don't even know why she, told you guys they are not on insurance.
And the insurance with American Public Life, what kind of coverage is it, like through a Blue Cross Blue Shield or like a Cigna kind of company?
Yes, Blue Cross Blue Shield.
And if the court orders you to continue to carry the insurance, we've calculated child support at $1,365 per month. Do you agree or disagree to that amount?
I disagree, ma'am.
And why do you disagree?
Because me, her ex boyfriend named Will, and her mother, we take care of these kids more than her. and I have helped her throughout this whole situation since my kids been in and out of CPS. And also, even with the CPS business, she have my kids. She tell my kids to lie for a check, because if they don't do what she asks, I'm gonna send them back to CPS for 2 years.
And Mr. McGee, how much are you requesting your child support be set at?
Ma'am, no, I can't afford it. And the reason why, because when my wife spoke to her, she told her the kids can come stay with us until she get herself together. But when I tried to get the place that I wanted, it come to find out, I didn't make a payment 9 years ago. So now I'm dealing with that. They want $5,000, but they dropped it down to $4,000. But I just want to get this situation out the way, because when I got off child support in 2019, she told the lady the reason why she put me on child support was because I had a girlfriend.
And at your job as a trucker, do you do long haul jobs, or is it mostly local?
Yeah, mostly local. Some of the lows I come home every day or every other day.
And do the children ever spend any weeknights with you?
Well, when I come in, they barely, because I'm always working, and the reason for that is because I don't know why she don't want to work. We was always splitting the bills, me and her and her mother, and then half the time it just be me and her mother. And I don't know why she won't be responsible at the job, because the first job she had, I had bought her a car because the guy
objection, non-responsive.
Okay. I mean,
Mr. McGee.
Yes.
Was there a family violence incident between you and Miss Williams in August of last year?
Well, the thing is, this guy that she's with, he hit my son across the head with
Objection,
her.
non-responsive.
Ma'am, I just
Mr.
walked.
McGee,
I
I
walked
just
to the
need to
passenger.
know, yes or no, was there a family
No,
violence
I
incident?
didn't touch anybody. I just asked the guy to stop talking to my kids about me. That was it. And she pulled off. Well,
And
wasn't nobody touched.
did you,
Go ahead.
did you, I guess, put your hands on her car window or anything like that?
Ma'am, I went to his side of the car. He was on the passenger side. And he let the window down. I knocked on his side of the window for him to let the window down. That was it, man.
And were the police called out?
Well, they must have had when I pulled off. I found out about this letter because they sent it to my mother's house.
And so
I
do you have a
just found
court
out
date
about it.
in relation to this?
Yes, February the 7th.
Do you know what you're charged with?
Well, they saying family violence, but I didn't touch anybody. Family threatened.
And were the children in the
threaten.
car?
Huh?
Were the children in the car?
Well, my son was in my truck, and my other son was in the back seat. And she wouldn't let him get out the car to talk to me.
Do you have any safety concerns with your address or your phone number being printed in the court order?
No, because I won't be here long at this address.
And you understand that once you move or if you change your phone number, you'd have to update Miss Williams with that information?
That's fine.
Okay. I'll pass the witness.
All right. Sounds to me like you only have life insurance, but I don't really understand. But what we're going to do is government medical is going to be primary health insurance. Medical support is going to be $250 a month. If that prompts you to lower or take away your health insurance, that's fine. You don't have to. I'm not making you provide the private health insurance. I think you need to ask because it sounds like you have life insurance, not health insurance. But I'm not going to put the $675 or more than $250 a month. And child support is ordered an amount of $1,320 a month. I'm granting the mother's request for non-disclosure and court causes bill to father. The Attorney General's office will draft an order based on my ruling. The order done with court. You can press leave on the Zoom to exit out. Thank you.
Oh, sir. I have insurance. Huh?
Okay. Well, you can drop it if you want to.
No, I have insurance on the medical.
Okay.
That's not medical what I'm paying. Because they send me a statement every time.
You sound to me like you have life insurance, which is not what we're talking about.
I have medical also, sir.
As I said earlier, you can drop it if you want to.
I was paying $139 for the insurance. The life insurance is added on. They just add on like another $42. Mr.
McGee,
because it was $139.
I'm not going to argue with you. I got other people.
I'm not trying to argue.
But if you want to drop your insurance, you can. If you want to keep it up, that's up to you. I'm not making you provide the insurance. Okay,
sir. Could I have a court date? Hello.
This is our court date. I've already made a decision.
Sir, I have to pay a woman. Hello?
Hello? I'm not going to argue with Mr. McGee. You don't want to hear my answer.
Sir,
that's my answer.